My dear brothers and sisters, today I want to talk to you about something we all face in our lives: worrying. Whether it's about our future, our health, our families, or our responsibilities, worry often steals our peace of mind and clouds our judgment. But what does Islam say about this? How does our beautiful faith guide us to overcome the anxiety that so many of us carry? I want to share with you 5 key points, 5 practical reminders that can help us stop worrying so much and instead live with more trust, peace and reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember, Allah is in control. One of the most powerful reminders we can hold in our hearts during times of worry is that Allah is in control. It's so easy to forget this when we're in the midst of struggles, when life doesn't seem to be going our way, or when the challenges ahead appear insurmountable. But the truth is, we are not in charge of every aspect of our lives. Sometimes we think that we can control every outcome, every circumstance. We plan, we organize, we strategize, and yet, despite all our efforts, things don't always turn out as we expect. And that's when the anxiety sets in. We worry about what's next, what might happen, and whether we're prepared for what the future holds. The beauty of understanding this is that it frees us from the burden of feeling like we have to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. When we remember that Allah is in control, we learn to accept that there are certain things that are beyond our ability to influence. Our job is not to control everything, but to do our best and leave the rest in Allah's hands. This mindset helps us develop a deeper connection with our Creator. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. We don't have to face our challenges with the weight of worry on our shoulders, because Allah is with us, guiding us, protecting us, and ultimately controlling the outcome. When you trust that Allah is in control, your perspective on life shifts. You begin to focus less on the fear of the unknown and more on the peace that comes with submitting to the will of Allah. And that peace, dear brothers and sisters, is one of the most valuable things you can hold in your heart. Worrying is a distraction from what truly matters. We often find ourselves caught up in a cycle of worry. It's as if our minds are constantly racing, thinking about the future, about what could go wrong, about what might happen next. And the truth is, worry can consume us. It can steal our time, our energy, and our peace of mind. But here's the problem. While we're busy worrying about things that may or may not happen, we lose sight of what truly matters. Worrying distracts us from the present moment. It prevents us from engaging fully with the here and now, the people around us, the opportunities in front of us, and the blessings we already have. Imagine for a moment that you are sitting with your family, your friends, or your loved ones. But instead of engaging with them, instead of being present in that moment, your mind is racing. You're thinking about everything that's yet to come, about the uncertainty that lies ahead. Your loved ones are there, right in front of you, but you're not fully with them. Your mind is elsewhere, consumed by worry. Now, reflect on this. How often do we let the worries of tomorrow rob us of the joy of today? How many moments have we missed because our thoughts were preoccupied with the unknown, with things that are beyond our control? Ultimately, when we worry, we neglect the present moment, the very thing that we can control. We overlook the blessings, the opportunities, and the relationships that are right in front of us, waiting to be nurtured. Worrying pulls us away from what is most important, living with intention, with faith, with love. So, my dear brothers and sisters, let us remind ourselves, worry is a distraction. It keeps us from fully experiencing the richness of life, from making the most of the time we have, and from fulfilling our true purpose. Instead of worrying about things that may never come to pass, let us focus on what we can control in the present moment and on the opportunities to grow, to connect, and to serve. Take action, but leave the outcome to Allah. In our lives, there are so many things we wish to accomplish. We all have dreams, aspirations, and goals that we want to achieve. Whether it's building a successful career, providing for our families, or growing in our faith, there's always something we're striving toward. But the key to true peace lies not just in the actions we take, but in understanding how to deal with the outcome of those actions. Taking action is a fundamental part of being a Muslim. Islam does not encourage passivity or complacency. We are taught to strive, to work hard, to give our best in everything we do. Whether it's in our personal lives, our work, or in the service of others, our effort matters. It's the very essence of our daily lives to make an effort to do our part and to pursue goodness. But here's the key point. While action is essential, the outcome is not something we should worry about or try to control. The result, the final outcome, is in the hands of Allah. It's easy to get caught up in the desire for instant gratification, to want things to happen right away. But true success in Islam is about trusting Allah's timing. It's about recognizing that the journey itself filled with effort, learning, and grow this part of the reward. So, my dear brothers and sisters, don't let the fear of an uncertain outcome stop you from acting. Do your best, put in your effort, and then leave the rest to Allah. Don't tie your happiness, your peace, or your self-worth to the results of your efforts. Instead, focus on the process, on the intention, and on the trust you place in Allah. And when the results come, whether they are what you expected or not, accept them with grace, knowing that whatever happens, it is part of Allah's perfect plan. Through this, we grow spiritually, we find peace, and we learn to live in a way that is truly fulfilling gratitude. Over worry, in life we face so many challenges. It's only natural to experience moments of uncertainty, fear, and even doubt. But one of the most powerful antidotes to these feelings is gratitude. The human mind is naturally inclined to focus on what we lack, what we don't have, and what might go wrong. We tend to look at life's difficulties, and it's easy to become overwhelmed by them. We worry about our future, our health, our finances, and so many other things. But worry is a thief. It steals our peace, our energy, and our focus. Worry is a response to the fear of what might happen, the fear of the unknown. It's based on scenarios that may never materialize, situations that exist only in our minds. And the more we feed that worry, the more it grows. We find ourselves spiraling into anxiety and stress, imagining worst-case scenarios that may never come true. But when we choose gratitude over worry, we start to change the narrative in our minds. We stop dwelling on the things that could go wrong, and we start focusing on what's going right. Gratitude allows us to break free from this cycle. Instead of worrying about what we don't have, we start appreciating what we do. We recognize that Allah has provided for us in countless ways. The fact that we are alive today, that we have the ability to breathe, to walk, to talk, is a sign of Allah's mercy. The fact that we are able to see, to hear, to interact with the people around us is a blessing that so many take for granted. So when we worry about what might happen tomorrow, we forget about all the blessings that we have today. Gratitude grounds us in the present moment. It pulls us away from the endless cycle of worry and brings us back to the now, where we can appreciate what we have and find peace in what is. Instead of constantly looking ahead, worrying about what's to come, we learn to be content with what is. When we practice gratitude, we also become more aware of the needs of others. Gratitude humbles us. It helps us realize how much we have, and in turn, it encourages us to give back, to share our blessings with those who are less fortunate. The more we give, the more we are reminded of how much we have to be thankful for. Lastly, gratitude helps us trust in Allah's plan. When we are grateful, we remember that everything, good or bad, comes from Him. Even in the face of difficulty, we learn to trust that Allah's wisdom is greater than our understanding. We don't need to worry about the future because we trust that Allah is in control and that He is guiding us even in moments of hardship. Gratitude strengthens our faith, reminding us that no matter what happens, Allah is always there, providing, protecting, and guiding us through every trial. Trust in the power of du'a, supplication. One of the most powerful tools Allah has gifted us is the ability to make du'a, to call upon Him, to ask Him for what we need, to seek His help, guidance, and mercy. Yet, despite its immense power, many of us often overlook the true potential of supplication. We may make du'a in moments of desperation, but the key lies in understanding that du'a is not just a tool for times of crisis. It is a means of building a deeper connection with Allah, a way to seek His closeness at every moment of our lives. You see, dua is not just about asking for what we want. It's about placing our trust in Allah's wisdom. Sometimes Allah will grant us what we ask for. Sometimes He will delay it, and sometimes He will give us something better than what we ask for. But the essence of dua is in the trust that Allah knows what is best for us, far beyond our limited understanding. It is an acknowledgement that Allah's plan is greater than ours, and that whatever happens, it is a manifestation of His perfect wisdom and mercy. When we pray, we acknowledge that Allah is always near, always ready to listen. We remind ourselves that no matter how far we feel from Him, He is always close to us. The power of dua lies not only in the words we say, but in the sincerity of our hearts. When we make dua with a heart full of humility and trust, it's as if we are saying, Allah, I know I am nothing without You, and I place my trust in Your infinite wisdom and mercy. This is the essence of worship, to turn to Allah with full reliance on Him, seeking His help in all matters. Another key point about dua is that it is a means of protection. When we make dua, we are seeking Allah's protection from harm, from misguidance, and from anything that might harm us, whether in this world or the hereafter. Dua shields us. It creates a barrier between us and the trials that may come our way. And it's a reminder that Allah is our protector and our guide. Finally, never underestimate the power of a sincere dua. It can move mountains. It can change your life, your heart, and your circumstances in ways you never imagined. When you truly believe in the power of dua and you place your full trust in Allah's response, the doors of mercy and blessings open in ways that will amaze you. Dua is not just about changing our situations, it's about changing us. It molds our hearts, strengthens our faith, and brings us closer to Allah.